Yeah.
Welcome to Breckenridge Brewery, everyone.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. I never thought I'd be excited to tell everyone that we're back in Raton, New Mexico, of all places, but I'm actually kind of giddy and excited right now. So this is the town that I had my third travel nursing contract back in 2019. So we're having a little nostalgia time going to some old places and kind of checking it out and seeing what has changed here in town. So we're gonna go, of course, go get some coffee right now. Well, we just had an amazing breakfast at 111 Park. So if you guys happen to be driving through Raton, New Mexico, which is right off the highway, then you have to come through this town, come and support the local coffee shop or one of the other little places and shops they have around.
Boots.
Yep.
If you need any leather or western wear, Andy Solano's boot repair and accessories.
This is the place to come. Always support local. And now we're going to continue the drive to IKEA and get this stuff off our bed and out of our van. Never fun watching that amount of money go up on the gas pump. $65. Alright y'all, we made it to IKEA. We've got a ton of stuff to return from the kitchen, so we're gonna get in here and get it done. Well everybody, IKEA was a success, but it is definitely an adventure.
3 hours in IKEA.
Yeah, we were there for 3 hours, and we still did not leave with the last part of our kitchen that we needed to get.
And we didn't mention, so we had to return stuff, but we still need a dang lazy Susan. And they couldn't find it at the warehouse, so there was stuff in front of it. I don't know. So we actually got lucky, and they're very nice. And they wouldn't ship it when we ordered online, but they're gonna ship it to us tomorrow. That's awesome. That's a win.
Thanks, IKEA. Now, we actually have quite a few friends who live up in Colorado, so some of you might recognize the person that we're going to meet at Breckenridge Brewery right now, somewhere we have never been. So let's go and check that out and see if you guys recognize this person.
Well, the weather might be taking a turn for the worst, but we have adult beverages here at Breckenridge Brewery. And wait till you see who we're meeting up with. And we're going in the tasting room now because we actually are, I believe, doing a brewery tour. So when we are done this tour, we will introduce you to our special guest. You might hear her in the background.
Okay, welcome to Breckenridge Brewery, everyone.
Thank you.
Oh, this is the first tour too. Okay. We're at about 150 degrees water. Take a false bottom, and then we'll go underneath this over the boil kettle, and now we'll quite sure how much rain was actually coming through.
This is nice. This is great. This is a beautiful building.
Right now below us are nice little pipes. There's a pipe thing we're going. West Coast IPAs usually have a lot of
He's getting stage fright.
Right now, I am getting stage fright.
Don't worry, that was me.
Cascade hops in them traditionally, which means a little bit of pine or resin in there as well. Okay?
Teaching us how to taste the beer and talk about the different flavors.
And you'll call this the West Coast style.
Okay.
Now that we are done our tour, Brittany, introduce. Who is it?
Who are you? I'm Maggie.
And this is Daniel.
Daniel.
A lot of you guys know Maggie for sure,
Yeah.
but if you don't know Daniel, this is her awesome boyfriend.
He's really tall. But we had a good tour, and now we're gonna go eat some food in this building right here. Well, everybody, we had a wonderful evening at Breckenridge Brewery with Daniel and Maggie. Really great time. They're actually being very generous and letting us mooch dock here in their driveway, so that's awesome. But good food, good drinks, and the brewery tour was pretty dang awesome. And just good conversation. It's always a
Good company.
fun time hanging out with those two. It's actually only our second time hanging out with Daniel. It's a pretty cool dude. And Maggie, she's not too bad herself.
We love you, Maggie.
But on that note, we are going to call it an evening, put some movies on, and do our thing here in the back. But tomorrow, we are going to get into the wilderness and take you somewhere really cool. So stay tuned for that.
Well, good morning, everyone. We are up, we are ready, and we are off to the wilderness. Finally, we are excited. Let's get on our way.
Have made it to where we wanted to take you all. This is Phantom Canyon. As you can tell, this is a historic railroad route, and a railroad went right through here. And as you can see, this map shows exactly where we are right here. You can see the railroad went all the way up to like Cripple Creek, and then all the way up to Fluorescent. I probably said that completely wrong. Fluorescent? I don't know. But pretty cool. So we're gonna check this out, get into a little more details about this place a little bit later. First, we got to do that thing, and by that I mean dump our cassette toilet. So I'm going to spare you those details, those images, but what's really cool is they actually have here a vault toilet, and this is the last spot to turn around if you're 25 feet or larger. So this, you get to this vault toilet and you're bigger than 25 feet long, better turn around because this gets a little dicey up this way. Well, I need to get a Starlink up here for us in a minute because I wasn't paying attention to my phone, and 29 minutes ago, so that was before we turned on to Phantom Canyon Road, a tornado watch was issued. And the skies are pretty dark, and we knew we were going to have storms. But I don't know how we feel about being in a canyon when there's going to be tons of rain and possibly tornadoes. Kind of flash flood and tornadoes are not a good combo. So we need to make a decision. So we decided to explore a little bit more down the road, just checking it out, because we saw on the map, which you guys might have seen if you looked closely at that map. Sorry if it's really loud. It's a little bumpy and washboardy right here. There is a upper tunnel, so we're gonna go see if we can find the second tunnel. This reminds us of the Gilman tunnels in New Mexico. It kind of looks like it. pretty cool.
Well, we're not quite sure where that upper little tunnel is, so we are going to turn around. Muna's ready.
Yeah, we drove a mile. Well, over a mile.
We thought it was closer, but we just want to find a spot for the night and get cozy and get some Starlink up so Neal can check out what's going on with the weather.
Yeah, and we're tracking right now on Gaia. We just started using Gaia. Our friends Ashley and Peggy use it, and they got their cool overlanding Jeep that just was built. So we're sharing some routes and stuff, and this would be a fun one for them to come camp at in the Jeep for sure. So when you guys watch this, just know I have the data, and I'll send it to you. Well, we found our spot for the evening, I think. The rain is calming down. Hopefully, the weather looks like we'll be okay here. Fingers crossed. But it does look like we're going to get some severe winds and rain. But it's not that bad right now. And Muna has decided it is nap time with her pickle toy. So cute. And Bjorn's taking a nap up here. So you might hear that in the background. We actually right now have Ryan Hall yawn, and then Ryan Hall yaw on. That's a tongue twister. And some weather's crazy, really close to us. So we're just actually kind of just relaxing right now. We actually are getting some wind gust right now, and we had a tornado watch, you know, that came across. But now we actually have seen there was a tornado that dropped down in Colorado Springs. So we're pretty dang close to there. That's where we just stopped and got groceries and everything. We'll keep you posted, but it looks like we're probably in the clear. Radars, the storm's moving away from us. Yeah, fingers crossed. Well, as you can see, the weather cleared up. So just south of us, I'll show you right here in a second, they're actually getting hit with some hail. And then when I say just south, we're talking like 10, 15 miles. They're getting hit with hail. And actually, I did make a mistake. It looks like a tornado didn't drop in Colorado Springs. That was just kind of a rumor floating around, I guess. But watching Ryan Hall, it was the potential that there might be some tonight east of Colorado Springs. So clear that up, my mistake. That's what people are saying in the comments. But anyways, as you can see, blue sky here, not so much on the other side of this mountain here. It's looking a little rough on that side, but clear over here. Pan around and you can see it's looking good and sunny and clear now. We'll take it. We were just worried. The tornado chance was small, but we were really worried about the rain. But it only rained heavy for just maybe 10 minutes and then sprinkled for like the last 30-40 minutes. But that was the fear, you know, because obviously we're in a essentially, I don't know, probably 500 feet across, but right here down below this cliff edge right here is a creek, and it's really flowing. You can hear that. It's really flowing right now, way more than it was when we were first starting to come up when it wasn't raining. So that was the worry, really, if we were closer, if flash floods came through. Well, that's enough rambling though. Just little piece of advice though, if you find yourself in a canyon and it's gonna be heavy rain, worry about those flash floods because they are something to definitely take serious. But we're just gonna relax, hang out, do a little bit of editing possibly, and you know, cook some dinner, that type of thing. So we'll catch up with you in a little bit. This evening for dinner, it's nothing fancy. We're actually just having some cheddar-filled dogs here, well, sausage, and some baked beans. Those are in the microwave. And then some trail mix for dessert. And that's gonna be our evening. Bjorn is gonna keep an eye out, see if he catches anything creepy or scary. Actually, there's a wild animal running across the road, and I think the camera might be picking it up better than I can even see. Whoa, don't know what that was. I'm gonna have to check the playback. Well, Bjorn, you keep an eye on that, buddy, and alert us if anything creepy or a big animal decides to pay us a visit. Okay, bud? Alright. I'll let you know if Bjorn sees anything. Otherwise, we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. I will say we had a peaceful night's sleep. We didn't have any spooky or ghostly encounters. It was actually very peaceful. The creek, you know, just running by us, and it's running heavy. So that we had that noise, that was nice. We just had the fan on overnight. Got down into the 50s here, but inside we were nice and toasty and warm. And Starlink is working phenomenal as usual. And we actually have the side door wide open. Got the breeze coming in. Cats enjoying the view. You can see they love their view out the side door. We even got a little Bjorn man too. Yeah, buddy, huh? Tell him, Moons. Oh yeah, look at that. Picture-esque, huh? But speaking of Starlink, we actually have our friend Scott, Go Small Live Large, his Patreon Zoom call here in about 10 minutes. So we're gonna hop on that, say hi to everybody, see where everybody's been traveling, catch up with Scott, because we honestly haven't been on one of his Zoom calls or one of his Wednesday lives now in probably about 6, 7, 8 weeks. I've been so busy with the house build and other various things behind the scenes. So we're pretty excited to hop on that and catch up.
The next day he was really lethargic and he actually had shivers. And I'm like, this is not good.
And now let's drive the 9 miles out of here.
Phantom Canyon Gold Belt Tour National Scenic Byway is not on your list, you definitely need to do it. We're going to come back and we're going to do the whole thing. Probably come back in either our Echo that has all-wheel drive if we can do some further research and we see that the road's bad and we need that, or we will just simply take the truck up. But this is an awesome route.
So we hope that you guys will drop below some cool spots that you guys are checking out this summer, and we hope you'll give this video a huge thumbs up as always. And if you haven't already, we hope you'll consider subscribing to our channel and coming along on all of our adventures with us. We'll see you guys in the next video.
We'll see you guys next time.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see